another episode of Simon Says in social distancing, social isolation. And for those of you who are in lockdown or quarantine, you've probably seen a bunch of different recipes. You thought, oh, I could give that a go. I'm going to make it super easy. Aren't we, Mabel? Together with my offsider, we're going to say hello, everybody. Hello. We're going to make an easy banana bread recipe, aren't we? So what do we need? What's the first ingredient we need? Mabel? Starts with B, doesn't it? What is it? What's it called?
Butter.
Butter. We need butter in banana bread. What else do we need? What do you think? What else do you think we need? What's that called? Something we prepared a little bit earlier was bananas. Now they're all looking old. We've peeled them, put them in the freezer and let them to defrost. Okay, so they're nice and squishy. We can squish them up. You want to have mashed bananas. That's right, folks. Mash them up. And what we're going to do is we're going to cheat here a little bit. We're going to put them in the NutriBullet and blend them up so that it takes a little bit easier to do. Makes it easy for us in the process. So we'll do that in a moment. We'll pause the video and blend those. So we've got the bananas. What else do we have? We have the butter. Yes, you're right. We need to melt the butter. Okay. And we can melt the butter, over time in a sort of warm, soft pan, or we could put it in the microwave. Couldn't we? What else do we have here, Mabel? What are some of the other ingredients we need? We've got some flour. Combination of flour, plain and self-raising, and sugar. So they're our dry. We're going to reference those as our dry foods, and our wet foods are over there. The butter, the mashed bananas. What else is a dry food thing that we have, Mabel? Well, these are actually classified as wet. Okay, these are the wet items there. What are they?
Eggs.
Eggs. Who brings us eggs?
Me.
You do? Are you a chicken? What noise does a chicken make? We have a chicken in the house, folks. Eggs. Okay, we need some eggs. They're part of our wet food. Okay, that's going to go over here. We're going to blend that in a little bit in a moment. We've got 2 bowls, okay, 2 bowls, one for dry, one for wet. We're going to bring them together. Oh, there's more people in the kitchen. There's only going to be one cook in the kitchen today. And we have some other flavours. We've got some cinnamon. We're going to have a little dash of salt. And a little dash of nutmeg, ground nutmeg as well. So what we'll do is we'll blend all the dry in one bowl. We'll blend all the wet in another bowl, okay? And then we're ready to bring them together. Preheat the oven. We've got that going right now at 180 degrees. Okay, that's pretty warm. We'll see you in just a moment. Okay, we've mixed the liquid, right? We've mixed the liquid. We've got a bowl here. Can I just borrow that, please, Mabel? Got a bowl of butter and mashed bananas. It looks pretty good, doesn't it, Mavis? Now tell me again what you were saying before. You've got what? Have you got when you were mixing?
A knife.
A knife, yeah. We could mix with a fork, or we could mix with a wooden spoon, couldn't we? But for some reason, Daddy has given you a knife. Safety first, folks. Safety first. But you said you had strong muscles, didn't you? Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah, she's got strong muscles. So, we've got our liquid all mixed in. We've broken the 2 eggs. We've broken in the mashed bananas and the butter as well. Now it's time to get our other bowl together and do the mixing of all the dry. See you on the other side. We are back, folks, and we're doing all the dry mixing. So we've got our bowl, haven't we? One bowl here with Maybelline. 1 wooden spoon now, safety first, okay, you know what I mean. Now we're going to put in the sugar. You be my candy girl. Love you, Mabes. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at our ingredients list, and because I've basically took the taste recipe of banana bread and pretty much doubled it, okay, I'm going to put in a fair amount of ingredients, folks, so don't get too scared. But it says here 1 cup of sugar. That's a lot of sugar, meaning we have to double it. So that's 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to be very health conscious and say maybe we're going to put 1 and a bit of sugar. So here we go, 1 cup in the mixing bowl. 1 cup of sugar and a little bit, okay, just a little bit extra on the sides. I'm sure it'll be sweet enough, that'll do. Okay, finished with the sugar. What's next? We've got to put in some flour, okay, some plain flour. Plain flour. Yes, in a minute. we've got the plain flour now to go in. You ready, mates? Here we go, plain flour. 1 cup, doubled, means what? 1 plus 1, Alfie, is?
2.
2. We've got to put in 2 cups. Good work. He goes to school, folks. When it's back on, he'll be going back. Don't you worry about that. Keen to learn this little one. Here we go, looking at 2. Easy. 2 cups and a little bit of flour. That pretty much cleaned me out. Hopefully there'll be some flour next time we go to the shops. Hopefully. Well, I'll go to the shops. You kids can stay home. Let's bin that bag. All right. Next, we look at the ingredients. On our list is a 1/2 cup of self-raising flour, but that makes a whole cup because we're doubling it. So 1 whole cup. Wait a minute. Wait, this one. 1 whole cup. Here you go. And a little bit. There you go, you put that in there, mates. Good work, good teamwork, makes the dream work. Alright. You like my rhyming, Alfie? Daddy's name is Simon. Tell lots of dad jokes, been saying it for a long time, don't you worry about that. Looking at now, we're putting in some flavour. 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. How much is a teaspoon? Do you know what a teaspoon looks like? 1 teaspoon? Well, guess what, we're doubling it, so put another finger up. We've got 2 tablespoons, no, 2 teaspoons. Make sure you read the list of ingredients and add a few of that. That'll do. Cinnamon, my old friend nutmeg. Just add a bit of nutmeg. Don't mind if I do. A little bit of salt. Bit ground salt into it as well. Just for that extra kicker. And now we have all of our dry food, okay, our dry mix for our banana bread recipe. We're going to mix that in, aren't we, mate? Just mix it in. What are you eating? You're already eating on the job. Are you allowed to do that? Are you sure? And make sure you wash your hands. I can't stress that enough in today's climate. You wash your hands. We did earlier. That's something we prepared earlier, is our hands in readiness for making our recipe. Our banana bread. Obviously, as I said, we've got the oven ready to go. We've just got it out mixing our dry food. Make sure sugar, flour, ground cinnamon, a bit of nutmeg, a bit of salt are all mixed in together before we add our wet mix. Okay, wet mix here of our mashed bananas, you can see here, and butter and eggs. Alright, Daddy's going to get rid of that knife. We don't need that anymore. And we're going to stir that in. Okay, we're going to mix that in. So the dry meeting the wet all in one big bowl now. Someone's going to have fun doing these dishes, aren't they, Alfie? Hey, is that going to be you? We think it might be cooked. There's one way to test. It's been in the oven for 45 minutes.
Yes.
We need a test with a skewer.
Yes.
A skewer. And so what we're going to do is, this is going to be warm. We're going to take it out of the oven. It's been at 180 degrees. Looks pretty good. Excited to have some? Yeah.
Good.